The remote care division did not prepare subjects to negotiate. One clinical evaluator summarized the behavioral profile. They are not apathetic. Apathetic individuals feel the absence of engagement. These individuals do not seem to register the dimension where engagement would occur. Subjects did not engage in leisure. They did not cultivate hobbies. They did not pursue relationships. They did not seek novelty. Novelty disrupts routine. Routine was the central architecture of the program. Routine organizes compliance. Compliance organizes utility. Utility organizes justification. The foundation justified the program through utility. The state did not require further justification. When asked why the program was never disclosed, a legal consultant familiar with the foundation's operations provided an explanation. The program did not violate any laws. You cannot regulate what you cannot categorize. Classification shapes oversight. Oversight shapes accountability. The remote care division avoided classification. Without classification, oversight becomes optional. In 2020, a journalist investigating historical corporate labor practices in New England encountered references to silent workers across multiple interviews. The journalist assumed the term referred to migrant labor. Further, investigation revealed the subjects were native-born. Migration did not explain. Silence. Conditioning did. Journalists do not investigate silence. They investigate noise. Noise creates stories. Silence creates systems. The remote care division created a system where silence generated output without public visibility or ethical inquiry. One question remained. Did the subjects know they had participated in a program? Investigators attempted to assess subject awareness through direct questioning. Awareness requires narrative structure. Subjects provided no narrative structure. Subjects provided routines. A video interview conducted in 2009 captured the phenomenon. The interviewer asked, "Do you remember being in the hospital?" The subject paused. Then he replied, "I remember tasks." The interviewer clarified, "Do you remember other children?" The subject replied, "I remember tasks." The interviewer attempted a third time. "Do you remember any part of childhood?" The subject replied, "I worked." He did not appear distressed. He appeared factual. Factual statements do not imply trauma. They imply precision. The absence of narrative does not mean stories were removed. It means stories were never constructed. Narrative construction occurs through adolescence. Adolescence never occurred. Investigators evaluating the program concluded that the remote care division did not erase identity. It preempted it. Preemption is more efficient than correction. Correction requires force. Preemption requires timing. The timing was precise. When researchers finally reconstructed the remote care division's operational model, they reached a conclusion that was neither dramatic nor reassuring. The program had worked. It had not worked in the way medical programs are meant to work. It had worked in the way industrial systems are meant to work. It produced output without disruption. In economic terms, the remote care division converted children into functional adults without adolescence, without identity, and without narrative. From the foundation's perspective, this was an achievement. From the state's perspective, this was a known issue. From the subject's perspective, there was no perspective to articulate. When asked whether any of the subjects ever questioned their participation, researchers answered the only way they could. There is no evidence of inquiry. Inquiry requires curiosity. Curiosity requires desire. Desire requires self. The remote care division did not cultivate selves. The most unsettling aspect of the program was not what it did. It was what it avoided doing. The program did not harm subjects visibly. It did not traumatize them openly. It did not confine them violently. It did not silence them through force. It silenced them through architecture. Architecture is more durable than violence. Violence must be maintained. Architecture maintains itself. By the time the program dissolved into the labor market, the subjects no longer required supervision. They did not require instruction. They did not require reinforcement. They had become self-guiding units of compliance. Units of compliance do not petition. Units of compliance do not unionize. Units of compliance do not revolt. Units of compliance do not ask. Why? The remote care division did not disappear. It became unnecessary. Researchers identified at least 6 subjects living independently across 3 states. All 6 held jobs. All 6 paid rent. All 6 performed tasks. None of them had spouses. None of them had children. None of them maintained friendships.